Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana 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 Iravanachari Jamuna Tiravanachari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Hari Vrajakacharya Stottara Sadasri Srimad Chanarana Divan Gis Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai Gaura Premanande all glories to the assembled devotees all glories to the assembled devotees all glories to the assembled devotees all glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaivam Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayad Mudirayet Nashta Prayestu Abhadresu Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistuke Yamsyanubhavam Akhilam Sutisaram Ekam Adhyatma Depam Atiter Satam Tamundam Samsarin Karunayaha Purana Guyam Tam Vyasa Namupayami Gurur Muninam Krishna Sudamupagate Dharma Jnana Divisa Kalo Nashta Drishamesam Puranarkodhanodhitahe. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, The Creation of Fourth Order, Chapter 22, Prithu Maharaj's meeting with the Kumaras, text number 12. Swagatam bo dvijashristha Yadratani mumukshava Charanti Shraddhaya Dhira Bala eva brihanti cha Swagatam bo dvijashristha Yadbratani mumukshava Charanti Shraddhaya Dhira Bala eva brihanti cha Swagatam bo dvijashristha Yadbratani mumukshava Charanti Shraddhaya Dhira Bala eva brihanti cha
Swagatam bo dvijashrestha
Swagatam bo dvijashristha Yadbratani mumukshava Charanti Shraddhaya Dhira Bala eva brihanti cha
Swagatam bo dvijashrestha
Swagatam bo dvijashristha
Yadbratani mumukshava
Yadbratani mumukshava Charanti Shraddhaya Dhira Bala eva brihanti cha Swagatam bo dvijashristha Yadbratani mumukshava Charanti Shraddhaya Dhira Bala eva brihanti cha
Swagatam bo dvijashrestha
Swagatam bo dvijashristha Yadbratani mumukshava Shraddhaya Dhira Bala eva brihanti cha Swagatam Here's Suagatam Welcome Vaha unto you Dvijashrestha the best of the Brahmanas Yat whose Gratani vows Mumukshavaha of persons desiring liberation Charanti behave Shraddhaya, with great faith. Dhiraha, controlled. Balaha, boys. Eva, like. Brihanti, observe. Cha, also. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Maharaj Prithu offered his welcome to four Kumaras, addressing them as the best of the Brahmanas. He welcomed them, saying, "From the beginning of your birth, you strictly observed the vows of celibacy. And although you are experienced in the path of liberation, you are keeping yourself just like small children." Please repeat. Maharaj Prithu offered his welcome to the four Kumaras, addressing them as the best of the Brahmanas. He welcomed them, saying, "From the beginning of your birth, you strictly observed the vows of celibacy. And although you are experienced in the path of liberation, you are keeping yourselves just like small children." Purport. The specific importance of the Kumaras is that they were brahmacharis, living the life of celibacy from birth. They kept themselves as small children, about 4 or 5 years old, because by growing into youth, one's senses sometimes become disturbed and celibacy becomes difficult. The Kumaras therefore purposefully remained children because in a child's life, the senses are never disturbed by sex. This is the significance of the life of the Kumaras. And as such, Maharaj Prithu addressed them as the best of the Brahmanas. Not only were the Kumaras born of the best Brahmana, Lord Brahma, but they are addressed herein as Dvija Sreshtaha, the best of the Brahmanas, on account of their being Vaishnavas also. As we have already explained, they have their Sampradaya, disciplic succession, and even to date, the Sampradaya is being maintained and is known as the Nimbarka Sampradaya. Out of the 4 Sampradayas of the Vaishnava Acharyas, the Nimbarka Sampradaya is one. Maharaj Prithu specifically appreciated the position of the Kumaras because they maintained the Brahmacharya bhav from the very beginning of their birth. Maharaj Prithu, however, expressed his great appreciation of Vaishnavism by addressing the Kumaras as Vaishnava Sreshtaha or Dvija Sreshtaha. In other words, anyone should offer respect to a Vaishnava without considering his source of birth. Vaishnave jati buddhihi. No one should consider a Vaishnava in terms of birth. The Vaishnava is always the best of the Brahmanas, and as such, one should offer all respects to a Vaishnava, not only as a Brahmana, but as the best of the Brahmanas. Om Jnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamai Andadati Swapadantikam Bandeham Shri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalan Shri Gurun Vaisnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatan Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijan Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahaganagalita Sri Visakhan Pitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopi Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastuti Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhan Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha kalpataru vyakshatipa sindhu eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaisnavebhyo namo namah Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesya Sunyavadi Paschathyate Satarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Swagatam Bo Dvijashrishta Yad Bratani Mumukshavaha Charante Shraddhaya Dhira Bala Eva Brihanti Cha Swagatam means we say Swagatam Krishna.
I was thinking of you when I hear that word. You always say that.
Swagatam Jagannath. Welcome Jagannath. Suswagatam Susaragatam Suswagatam Krishna Krishna Suswagatam. So Kumaras, they're like a lotus flower. Anything we compare to the Lord, whenever we compare Lord's eyes, his face, his mouth, his feet, his navel, everything is compared with lotus. Padmanayana, Padmalochana, Padma Mukha. Oh, Jagannath's father's name is Padma Mukha Jagannath Prabhu Das. Or Mukha Padma or Padma Mukha? Padma Mukha. These Kumaras are great transcendentalists. You can imagine they can control their growing and remain always like a Balaha. Bala means Balaka. Bala is a child. Bala means children's, plural of Bala. And the reason they want to remain as a child, children like a Bala, always like 4 or 5 years, even though they are very old in knowledge, very senior in knowledge, they are well versed in all the Vedanta knowledge, philosophy. They have their faith and devotion to the God all time. Wherever they go, they only discuss about Bhagavat Katha, Bhagavat Charcha. They do not have any other matters of discussion in their mind, in their head. It's full of bhakti. So they do not want to be affected. Just like Sukadeva Goswami was trying not to come out to this material world because of this world's bad influence over living entities. So he remained inside the Om for a while, like for 15, 16 years. And as soon as he come out, then with no cloth in the body, he ran away to the forest. And Vyasadeva is running after him. When a 16 years old boy, like a mature adult person, running without any cloth, the ladies who were fetching water on the way, they were not at all affected by his presence. They were not feeling shy or anything. But later on, when Vyasadeva was running after them, he's an old man. Literally speaking, maybe he's very well educated, well trained, very samskari, nice, discipline. But all the ladies were, they were feeling shy. They were kind of alerted. Oh, Swamiji has come, we have to be careful. Covering the head, namaskaram, everything like getting ready to welcome. So the reason was that because they did not have any sense that Balaha, that Sukadeva Goswami did not have any knowledge about senses or any this agitation. So he was completely pure. He did not have any adulteration in his mind that seeing the ladies he could be attracted. Wow, let me not go to the forest. Let me have some talk with these ladies here. Completely pure. So Kumaras are also like that. So they were very much nicely welcomed, and they were the Dvija Srestha. Dvija are second born civilized human being. Dvi means two. Ja means birth. Dvija means twice born. When we talk about Krishna, Krishna is Aja. Aja means, what is the meaning of Aja? Huh? Unborn. In Bhagavatam, Sukadeva Goswami explained about the nature of Krishna. Sabiswakaya Puruhuta Isaha. This whole cosmic manifestation is Kaya. What is the meaning of Kaya? Kaya, Mana Bachana Kaya. Kaya means body. This whole cosmic manifestation is the body of the Supreme Lord. Sa Biswa Kaya, the Biswa means world, all these universes, everything. If you see the gigantic form of the Lord in 11th chapter, Krishna is showing his specific form to Arjuna. Puruhuta Isaha. Isaha means controller. It's a supreme controller, and he doesn't have many names. Puruhuta. He can be called by many names. Namakari Bahuda. Ninja Sarvasaktis. Govinda, Krishna, Ram, Syama, Madhusudana, Muralidhar, Achyuta, Govinda, He Prananath, He Jagannath, He Jagat Pita, He Nath. Many names. Primary name, secondary name, many names. Satyah Swayam Jyotir Ajaha Purana. Further, he further explains. Satya means he is absolute truth. Only absolute truth in this world is only the Supreme Lord. Everything else is changing, not truth. Swayam Jyoti, he is self-effulgent. Swayam means self. Jati is light, is a self-effulgent. Natadvasayate suryo nasasanko napavagah. That abode of mind is not lighted by the sun and moon. This is whatever is said in Bhagavatam. Krishna has spoken that in Bhagavad Gita is proving like each other. Satya Swayam Jyotir Ajaha Purana. And Purana means what? The oldest of all. Sanatana. Eternal. When we talk about science, people always call up what do they call for science? According to the modern science. Modern science. Modern. The word modern. There is no word modern in Sanatana Dharma. Whatever was truth in Satya Yuga is still truth in Kali Yuga. Whatever is true now will be again, same truth will be same revealed in Satya Yuga when time changes. So this Vedic knowledge is eternal knowledge, never changes. And it is always, it never expires. In science, we see that a lot of theories comes and goes, and new theories evolves, and then new theories cut the old theories belief and findings. So these happenings, just like a Bible, people always edit Bible, Old Testament, New Testament, and in Nepal, in India, now Christianity is spreading like forest fire, and they pick the Brahmanas, people from the society who know Vedic Shastras, and they exactly translate Bible verses just as our Shastras does, so that people have faith in them. They say, oh, the birth of Jesus Christ is mentioned in Bhavishya Purana, so this is the text. And from Gita also we prove that Jesus is the ultimate source. They are just very expert in just manipulating things. But Gita remains same always. Yes, they are big rascals. Never changes. It always, its relevancy will never expire. Ajo nitya saswatayam purano nahanyate hanyamani sarire. Krishna spoke 5,000 years ago, and that time this soul was not destructible would not be destroyed when the body is destroyed, but no longer. It is not a fact now. It's not like that. It is still, the soul is still an eternal being. And further, Sukadev Goswami further explains in 8th canto, Satyah Swayam Jyotir Ajaha Purana Dattesya Janmadhya Saktaya Atma Saktaya, and by the internal potency the Lord maintains this material world. The Lord creates this material world, maintains sometimes and annihilates sometimes. But while doing so, many people think when this cosmic manifestation finish or destroys, they also think that the Lord is also destroyed. They think that the Lord is part of this cosmic manifestation as well. But it says that he remained completely untouched and unaffected by any kind of changes that happen in this material world. In other words, the Lord does not have beginning and middle or anything. He is an eternal. That knowledge we receive from Bhagavatam. And when the same knowledge is presented by a authorized sadhu coming from the disciplic succession, then that knowledge is pure knowledge. Those are Kumaras. They are maintaining their own, they have Sampradaya, Nimbarka Sampradaya. In Nimbarka Sampradaya, if you go, they are very expert in studying Bhagavatam, because their predecessor Acharyas' main matter was to study Bhagavatam and then become a preacher about it. If we go to the Lakshmi Sampradaya, Sri Sampradaya, their main goal is to do worship in the temple, offer every day, they offer 1,008 tulsi leaves to Lord Narayana in the morning when they do worship, without fail. Doesn't matter if it is winter time or summer time, they always make sure they have enough tulsi leaves with the name, thousands of it every day offering. Yeah, with each name of the Lord. So they are worship pradhana. Their main goal is to worship. Vaishnava Sampradayas, Gaudiya Vaishnavas, Madhva Gaudiya, Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradayas, they are busy in gostis, preaching, sankirtan, outreach, prasadam distribution, nam distribution. Our main goal is to give this divine gift of spiritual world to every living being and engage them in devotional service, in which all the other acharyas, sampradayas, main matter is included. It doesn't mean that we do not study Bhagavatam. It doesn't mean that we do not worship the deities. It doesn't mean that we do not do other activities that other Vaishnava Sampradayas does. But our main goal is to Nama Sankirtana Yasya Sarva Papa Pranasanam, name distribution. And in order to make people engage in Nam, Japa, Kirtana, we distribute literatures because they need knowledge as well. What is the goal of chanting this? Just like in Bhagavad Gita in chapter 7, Krishna is explaining what kind of people, there are 8 kind of people he's explaining. Out of 8, out of 7, you become 8th class people. The devotees, pure devotees. First, Naradhama, Mudha. These 4 kind of people does not approach me because they do not have enough pious account to understand spiritual knowledge. And 4 kind of people come to me with Artha Artha Jigyasu, Gyani. And then people with material desires, they go to Devatas. Alpamedasam, they are the less intelligent people. They think the demigods are the supreme Lord, so that we can satisfy our karma. But pure devotees always says, Yadi dasyasi me kaman, Prahlad Maharaj says in Bhagavatam, from Narasimhadev. When after killing Hiranyakasipu, Prahlad Maharaj pacified Lord with a beautiful garland and comes up before him. And by seeing Prahlad Maharaj's dedication and his devotion to Lord Narasimhadev, Lord Krishna, Lord Narasimhadev was very much pleased. And even though he knew that Prahlad Maharaj does not have any desires in his heart, he was not doing that bhakti just to get something from me, but he still asked him, please ask whatever you want, my child. And Prahlad Maharaj explained, oh, I'm not a merchant, my dear Lord. Asking something after doing some bhakti is like the business of a merchant. He's a businessman. You give me and I give you something, you give me back something. That's not me. You want me to show the pure devotion to the whole world. From there we can understand that Prahlad Maharaj was Nitya Mukta, living being, eternally liberated. And he says to the Lord, Yadi dasyasi me kaman, if you would like to give me any benediction or if you would like to fulfill my desires. Yadi means if. Nepal bante ho? Jadi. Yadi dasyasi means if you would really like to give me something. Kaman means desires. Kam means lust and desire. So it can be both. Baram stvam baradarsava. Bara means what? Benediction, blessing. Baram stvam baradarsava. You are famous in giving benediction to your devotees. My Lord, You have awarded your devotees with so many blessings in the past. You are known as Baradarsava. You are the benedictor, the great benedictor. Now he says, okay, I want something. If you really want me to ask something, and I want to ask. Kamanam Ridya Asamroham is very important topic. When we analyze the Sanskrit words and then open it, sometimes they are in a sandhi. Sandhi means that different words joined together. And when we unfold them, then the real meaning comes out. Kamanam, all the desires that I may have in my heart. Ridhi, any desire that I have in my heart. Asam roham, please kindly destroy all the desire that I have in my heart. Bhavatastu brine baram, give me that bar, that benediction that I have the desire in my heart. The destroy that desire to have any material desires is what I want from you. This is the level of pure devotion. Prahlad Maharaj is explaining in Bhagavatam. I do have, if I have any desire, give me benediction that my desire to have something will be eradicated from my heart. Kamanam Ridya Asamroham. Let these desires not grow in my heart, my Lord. Please give me this. Then only I can be ahituki apratihata yayatma suprasidati. I can have that unflinching faith and devotion unto you. Because you are well known to give benediction. Barams tvam baradarsavaha. And Nrsimhadev became very much pleased from Prahlad Maharaj. So the ultimate liberation is only possible by the Supreme Lord himself, not from demigods. Demigods, when we go and ask and we get, and our desire multiplies, and again we go, we ask, and it keeps multiplying, and it binds us in material world. But Krishna says, do not worry that you have a desire in your heart. If you come to me, I will purify you. By my devotion, your desires go away. And we can see the example of Dhruva Maharaj. Little Dhruva Maharaj had a desire in the beginning, but then as soon as he saw Lord Vishnu in front of him, he started thinking, what a fool I am. I'm a great fool, number one. I did not know that what is real opulence. He started regretting himself in his mind. So that is the benefit of bhakti. When we come to Krishna, that's what Krishna says, these poor people, even though they are artha, they are looking after some material gain, but they are pious. They are not like a muda. They are not fools and rascals. They are taking my shelter with motivation, but then I'm there to help them to finish their desires, to purify them from the desires. So no loss in that. That is why such a great devotees, when they travel, they come, we need to wash their feet, welcome home, make home purified. That's why the earlier sloka yesterday. As a Grihasthas, they periodically invite sadhus at home, welcome them, offer them good food, wash their feet, give them mangalam, dakshina. That is the connection between Grihastha and sannyasi sadhus. Because wherever they go, that place becomes a tirtha, a holy place. A Parivrajaka sadhu sannyasi devotee carries all the essence of the holy places in his body. His body itself is a holy place. Wherever he goes, it thought that place turned into a holy place. We can start having festival. Oh, this is a holy place, pastime. It's a good place because such and such devotee came here. Just like wherever Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited in Navadip, Mayapur, they organize big festival there. They go for parikrama and hear the pastimes. So this Krishna consciousness gives us great opportunity to purify our existence. And the lust is the biggest thing to fight with. It's not easy to defeat or overcome. Overcoming lust is impossible going to demigods. It only increases our lust more and more. So only the devotion can fry that seed of lust into completely dry out, unproductive. It can make it like that. Dhumena prito banhir yathadarso malena cha tathaulvena apritam garvas tenedam idam apritam. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, all the fire is covered with smoke. The mirror is covered with the dust. The embryo is covered by mother's womb. And every living being is covered with lust. Even great Jnani Purus, intelligent people, everybody become victim of lust. So to overcome this lust is not an easy job. We all struggle in different stages of our life, in our all time, and we are still struggling. It completely destroys our intelligence, completely destroys our intelligence. It makes us think everything is fake, is useless. This is main thing. It really happens. So you can personally experience this. It's not like the only theoretical thing that somebody speak from Vyasas and that lust is very overcome. We every day we face challenges dealing with this. But when we chant, sincerely take shelter of holy name and do our sadhana sincerely, not escaping or not cheating or not, this is possible to overcome. That's what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita in 7th chapter. Daiviyasa mama maya. Daiviyasa gunamayi mama maya duratyaya. Mam eva hi prapadyante. Mayam etan tarantite. He introduced this Maya first time in Bhagavad Gita. And Krishna is explaining who I am. How can you see me in this whole world? Because you cannot see me all the time physically. Rasoham apsu kaunteya pravasmi sashi surjayo. When you drink water, when that neutrality test, that is me. I am the smell of the earth. I am the intelligent of all intelligent. I am the prowess of the powerful man. Whatnot, he is explaining himself, how we can directly associate with Krishna. And he says, I am like a thread in a pearl string. Sutre mani gana iva. What is that verse begins with? No. Sutre mani gana iva. Mahi sarvam idam protam. Sutre mani gana iva. What is the first? No. Matta paratara namyat kinchid asti dhananjaya. Mahi protam idam sarvam. Sutre mani gana iva. See, this is me. Your jnana, your karma, your bhakti, your everything is ultimately come to me. Your demigods, you go to demigods, your devatas, this and that, your kambasana. After everything, I am the topmost. You cannot surpass me. And without me, nothing can be in right order in this material world. I am hidden in everything, like a thread in this garland here. So when we understand this way, it is easy for us to overcome the lost. We can remain like Chatur Kumar, like always Bala, at least in our consciousness. Even though we are growing, day by day we get old. 90 years old, 100 years old people, still when they see a beautiful woman, just opposite, they have that desire to enjoy. That's all they are thinking about. In the chakras, in our body, there are 7 chakras. They are always focusing on the lower energies in the body. They are not rising up. Uttishta tishta Bharata, Krishna says, wake up and rise and fight. So this is knowledge from Bhagavad Gita. When Bhismadev was on a deathbed, waiting the right time to leave his body, he wanted to see Krishna's smiling face. And he says that Krishna, you are very Samadarshina, you are equal to everybody. Because I am such a bad person, I was fighting against you when I was shooting Arjuna's party, and your body was also touched by so many arrows, and you were not taking care of yourself, but you were always trying to protect Arjuna's and his chariot, not caring yourself. What a bad person I am. But you are coming to me now. Now you have proved your words that you are Samadasina. When we fight among devotees, we do not talk for months and we do not come. But Krishna will never keep any grudges in his heart. He's always pure. And Bhismadev said, I know you have already killed all this opponent party by your mystic power. They were all dead. It was not Arjuna who killed them. That was you who did it. But how great you are, you wanted to give credit to Arjuna, to your devotees. That is your greatness. Glorifying his devotees. Let me get one few slokas from another here. Na yasya dhyanto madhyam cha. You do not have adi means beginning, madhyam means middle, anta means end. Swachaparo na antaraha bahi. Antar means inside, bahi means outside. Vishwasya muniyat yasma vishwam cha tadridam mahat. Here says, the Supreme Personality of Godhead has no beginning, no end, and no middle, nor does he belong to a particular person or nation. Sometimes people think Krishna is only for Indian people. Krishna is only for Brahmanas and so many things. These Westerners have no right to worship Krishna. Oh, people say that. I have heard. But he doesn't belong to one nation. It doesn't belong to only so many multiple universes in this material world. Everything, spiritual world and material. Material world there's a problem with us is that we only think this is everything. So we start, okay. And he has no inside or outside. Sri Gaurnitai ki jai. The duality is found within this material world, such as beginning and end, mine and theirs, are all absent from the personality of Supreme Lord. The universe, which emanates from Him, is another feature of the Lord. Therefore, the Supreme Lord is the ultimate truth and is complete and in greatness. Any questions? Any comments? We will stop here.
Very nice class.
Dear Prabhus, anything?
Very nice class.
Jai Ho, Hari Bolam. Any question, Jamuna Devi?
Where was that verse from?
From 8th chapter, Canto 8. You can study that slokas. You can wear it like a garland so that you can preach. Modern science, modern. There is no word modern in spiritual world, in Sanatana Dharma.
Like the argument of love and the Trula Govinda Prabhu. It's nice. So he says he was having an argument with his atheistic father-in-law. Yeah, father-in-law or stepfather, one of the two. And until makes the point, he says that, told him, he says, you put your faith in scientists. You're always changing. We put our faith in saintly persons. And the saintly persons never change their program.
Yeah.
Our faith is saintly.
When we study the glorification of the Vedic knowledge, they are meant for all desa kala patra. They are not limited within certain community, not certain geography, certain things. And they are always relevant in all time. When this cosmic manifestation completely destroys and new creation begins, this knowledge is again revealed in the heart of Lord Brahma and it can come down like this. So it's called Apauruseya, Sabda Praman, not from this world. It's very interesting, very nice. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki. Gaura Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Thank you for allowing me to speak. It is for my own purification.